Jeremiah 12. What makes you think that you can race against horses? You're right, O God, and you set things right. I can't argue with that. But I do have some questions. Why do bad people have it so good? And why do con artists make it big? You planted them and they put down roots. They flourished and produced fruit. They talk as if they're old friends with you, but they couldn't care less about you. Meanwhile, you know me inside and out. You don't let me get by with a thing. Make them pay for the way that they live. Pay with their lives like sheep marked for slaughter. How long do we have to put up with this? The country depressed, the farm in ruins, and all because of wickedness. These wicked lives, even animals and birds are dying off because they'll have nothing to do with God and think God has nothing to do with them. So, Jeremiah, if you're worn out in this foot race with men, what makes you think that you can race against horses? And if you can't keep your wits during times of calm, what's going to happen when troubles break loose, like the Jordan and flood? Those closest to you, your own brothers and cousins, are working against you. They're out to get you, and they'll stop at nothing. Don't trust them, especially when they're smiling. I will abandon the house of Israel and walk away from my beloved people. I will turn over those that I most love to those who are her enemies. She's been, this one I held dear, like a snarling lion in the jungle, growling and baring her teeth at me, and I can't take it anymore. Has this one that I hold dear become a preening peacock? But isn't she under attack by vultures? Then invite all the hungry animals at large, invite them in for a free meal. Foreign scavenging shepherds will loot and trample my fields, turn my beautiful, well-cared fields into vacant lots of tin cans and thistles. They leave them littered with junk, a ruined land, a land in lament. The whole countryside is a wasteland, and no one will really care. The barbarians will invade, swarm over hills and plains. The judgment sword of God will take its toll from one end of the land to the other. Nothing living will be safe. They will plant wheat and reap weeds. Nothing they do will work out. They will look at their meager crops and wring their hands. All of this is the result of God's fierce anger. This is God's message. Regarding all the bad neighbors who abuse the land that I gave to Israel as their inheritance, I'm going to pluck them out of their lands and then pluck Judah out from among them. And once I've plucked the bad neighbors out, I will relent and take them tenderly into my heart and put them back where they belong, put each of them back in their home country on their family farms. Then, if they will get serious about living my way and pray to me as well as they taught my people to pray to that god Baal, everything will go well for them. But if they won't listen, then I'll pull them out of their land by the roots and cart them off to the dump. Total destruction. Chapter 13, people who do only what they want to do. God told me, go and buy yourself some linen shorts. Put them on and keep them on. Don't even take them off to wash them. So I bought the shorts as God directed and put them on. Then God told me, take the shorts that you bought and go straight to Perath and hide them there in a crack in the rock. So I did what God told me and hid them at Perath. Next, after quite a long time, God told me, go back to Perath and get the linen shorts I told you to hide there. So I went back to Perath and dug them out of the place where I had hidden them. The shorts by then had rotted and they were worthless. God explained, this is the way I'm going to ruin the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. A wicked bunch of people who won't obey me, who do only what they want to do, who chase after all kinds of no-gods and worship them. They're going to turn out as rotten as these old shorts. Just as shorts clothe and protect, I kept the whole family of Israel under my care. It's God's decree, so that everyone could see that they were my people, a people I could show off to the world and be proud of. But they refused to do a thing that I said. And then tell them this. This is God's message, personal from the God of Israel. Every wine jug should be full of wine. And they'll say, of course we know that. Every wine jug should be full of wine. And then he'll say, this is what God says. Watch closely. I am going to fill every person who lives in this country. The kings who rule from David's throne, the priests, the prophets, the citizens of Jerusalem, with wine that will make them drunk. And then I'll smash them, smash the wine-filled jugs, old and young alike. Nothing will stop me. Not an ounce of pity or mercy or compassion will slow me down. Every last drunken jug of them will be smashed. The light that you always took for granted. And then I said, listen carefully. Don't stay stuck in your ways. It is God's message that we're dealing with here. Let your lives glow bright before God, before he turns out the lights, before you trip and fall on the dark mountain paths. The light that you always took for granted will go out, and the world will turn black. If you people won't listen, I will go off by myself and weep over you. Weep because of your stubborn arrogance, bitter tears. Rivers of tears from my eyes because God's sheep will end up in exile. Tell the king and the queen mother, come down off your high horses. Your dazzling crowns will tumble off your heads. The villages in Negev will be surrounded, everyone trapped, and Judah dragged off to exile, the whole country dragged to oblivion. Look, Jerusalem, look at the enemies coming out of the north. What will become of your flocks of people, the beautiful flocks in your care? How are you going to feel when the people you've played up to and looked up to all of these years now look down on you? You didn't expect this? Oh, surprise. The pain of a woman having a baby. Do I hear you saying, what's going on here? Why me? Well, the answer is simple. You are guilty. Hugely guilty. Your guilt has your life endangered. Your guilt has you writhing in pain. Can an African change skin? Can a leopard get rid of its spots? So what are the odds on you doing good? You who are so long practiced in evil. I will blow these people away like wind-blown leaves. You have it coming to you. I've measured it out precisely. This is God's decree. It's because you forgot me and embraced the big lie, that so-called God Baal. I'm the one who will rip off your clothes, expose and shame you before the watching world. Your obsessions with gods, and more gods. Your goddess affairs and your god adulteries. Gods on the hills, gods in the fields. Every time I look, you're off with another god. Oh, Jerusalem, what a sordid life. Is there any hope for you?